Hello house my friends, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'm in a mood to just tell you about my terrarium. I looked it up on my channel and it looks like I've actually only done 2 other videos about my terrarium, and since the last one, which was 3 months ago, we've had some pretty significant changes and new additions to the family. Also, I have a second terrarium directly to the right, which you can't see right now, but I have 4 plants in there, which I'm also gonna tell you about. But before we jump into that, please make sure that you hit like and subscribe. Maybe you've been binge watching my videos and you just forgot to hit that subscribe button. Welcome to the community. And I have a membership you can join if you want to, if you're feeling kind of quirky. I also have some merch which you can check out in the drop down box. I'm gonna disassemble this and then we will show you the bibbies. If you want to see the other 2 videos that I've done with my terrarium, I will link them in the description down below for you. Okay. Here are all of my friends. Okay, so we will work our way left to right. Here we have Begonia Chlorosticta. This is an amazing begonia that I have that I got from, hold on, let me fix this. This is an amazing begonia that I have that I got from Botanicaz. They sent this to me as a graduation gift. This begonia has extremely sparkly leaves and comes in with these pink dots, and I absolutely love it. It's also a really fast grower. Here are some cuttings I took not too long ago that have already got a complete root system going, so I'll probably pot these guys up soon and try to sell them locally to my area because we don't have a lot of begonia sellers in Boise. This next plant I'm about to show you is one of my pride and joys. This is my homegrown, I grew this from bulb, Alocasia dragon scale, and we actually have our first leaf ever that's wanting to say goodbye. I literally grew this from these bulbs that are in here, and we've actually got a 4th one that's wanting to come in, and we have a couple new leaves that are showing up, which is really nice. And I'm just really proud of this plant. This is like one of my original wish list plants that I ever had. So to have grown this from seed itself, or I guess from bulb, I'm just so proud, and I can't wait to start seeing the red come in on the back of the leaves, which we are still waiting for because she's just still a little baby. I was gifted this by Ill Exotics, and this pot is from Maria Pokey Planter, which I've had forever. It has little drainage holes on the bottom, which I don't know if you can see. Then we have my Begonia Jalao type 1, I think, I don't know. And I was also gifted this by Botanicaz, and this is my second one. I had one for 5 months that just ended up biting the dust one day out of nowhere, and so then I got this one, and this one is doing really, really good so far. This kind of confusing pot is actually full hydro Begonia Curtisii Red Galaxy, which is just green right now because I mean it's just not doing the best, but it has a full root system, and I don't know, I'm just keeping this guy alive as long as he wants to live, and then when he wants to die, he'll just die. Yup. Then we have a Begonia Milano Ballata. This is one of 2 that I have, and he's doing really good actually. Looks like he's actually about to flower down here, which is kind of peculiar. Flowering from the base of the rhizome. I was also gifted this by Botanicaz from when I was in their Seattle shop doing some videos for them, and I'm just really happy with this guy. He's doing really, really well on my care so far, so I feel like I'm getting begonias down finally. Next is probably one of my favorite begonias that I own, which is Begonia Chlorosticta Green form. And I did a trade with someone while I was in Salt Lake City last, and that is how I got this guy. But I mean, he is just incredible, and this is a begonia I never thought I'd own just because it's so popular. I just didn't know if it would be possible to actually get one myself. It's just so beautiful, and it's something that I'm just so incredibly proud to own. And I'm gonna actually try to propagate it here soon because I'm a little nervous to lose it. I'm just really scared. I don't want to lose this plant ever. The next plant is a little bit of a larger plant, so I'm just gonna tilt you up a little bit. This is my Terrarium cuticuense, or you can also call it cuticuensis. And I actually have 2 of them. Here's one down here and another up here. And I've given you guys the backstory on this plant a million times, but basically just be careful where you get these from because a lot of people poach them. I actually rescued both of these plants, and I'm really, really proud of myself because this is a notoriously hard plant to grow and take care of. This one I got down here. which you can see he's grown some little mold on him right now, which is fine. This one actually had a leaf when I got it, and then he lost it because of the stress, and he actually just put this one out 2 months ago. Working on another leaf right now. Same with this one. This one lost its original leaf, but it has put out this one, and this one just actually is still hardening off, so it's brand new. And something that's really cool about Cuticuense is that it is a true epiphyte. It really wants to grow on anything. So you can see it's actually like aerial rooting to itself. So it's growing off of its old stem that it's not using anymore because it created a new growth point right here. But it's rooting down onto its old self. And the same thing is actually happening with this one as well. You can see it aerial rooting onto its dead plant matter. This is just a really incredible Cuticuense, or an incredible Anthurium, and definitely probably my very favorite Anthurium. And it's one that I have a lot of pride in because I had to work really hard to get this plant to grow properly. Here's a close-up on its leaves. It's got corrugated leaves. Yeah, I'm just really proud of this one. The next plant is a Philodendron White Princess, and here she is. So this one was doing really, really good in my care, and then out of nowhere it got thrips, and I noticed that about a month and a half ago. So I treated my entire terrarium for thrips, and I actually had to cut off quite a few leaves because they were so damaged. So this is the one petiole that I left behind, like literally all the leaves got cut, and this is its newest leaf baby right here. It's adorable. It's got like a minty cream spot, and it's just really nice, and I'm really proud of this plant. I took off the dead matter. I'm really proud of this plant because I got this white princess like last year for, I think it was under $100, which was just crazy. And right now this is like retailing for like a $400 plant. So I'm just really proud that I was able to bite the bullet and spend at the time what I thought was expensive, because now this plant is just honestly unattainable, especially for how small it stays. But I'm really happy with specifically like this species that I have, like this specific one, because I just think it's really, really nice, and it's hard to find white princess that are so variegated. Our next plant is another princess. This is one of the pink princesses that I've had for nearly as long as I can remember. It actually grew an entirely new plant. So here is one of the original leaves, and the other original leaf right here. But then it actually grew a new plant out of it, the top of it, which is kind of crazy. So these 3 leaves are all the new plant. This was the first one. It came out deformed because of the thrips, but then it put out this leaf, which is just honestly stunning. I mean, that's incredible. And then it actually just finished putting out this leaf, which has some nice pink undersides. Like the whole underside of that leaf is just bright pink, and it's just really nice. I actually traded this one with, I think, Houseplant Journal or the Houseplant Journal. Yeah, this is a plant I've had for a really long time. I originally bought a whole stem that had 3 babies growing off of it, and I've since traded off the 2 other babies, and I kept this one, which is my favorite one. So I've actually had this plant probably for nearly a year now, actually. Probably maybe a little over. So I'm very happy with this plant, and we've been on a long, long life journey together. The next 2 plants I'm gonna show you are kind of struggle busing. This first one is a Begonia B. pinnatifida, which is the one that kind of looks like a feather. And this other one is a Begonia amphioxus. I got the Begonia B. pinnatifida from Vagina Begonia on Instagram, and then this amphioxus is from Botanicaz, and the B. pinnatifida is doing really good. It actually just put out this leaf, but as far as I'm concerned, moving amphioxuses anywhere, let alone across states or in a plane, is just really detrimental to their health, and he's doing okay so far. That's a brand new leaf he just put out. Yeah, so I put them in the same little pot because they're just both so tiny. Yeah, I really like the Begonia B. pinnatifida, and it has a really red stem, which is supposed to mean that it's healthy, so I hope that I'm doing the right thing. But these 2 are kind of just like little experiments. The next one is probably my favorite begonia ever. This is Begonia Jalao type 2. and I am obsessed with this begonia. It had a really hard time acclimating when I first brought it over from Seattle to Salt Lake and then subsequently back to Boise. And it did lose a couple leaves. I mean, you can kind of see some crispies on it around here, but I have since been able to like properly rehabilitate it, and it's all these leaves on the top are all brand new leaves. And I'm so excited and proud of that because like this is a really hard begonia and I was really worried about it when I saw it start to wilt, but I'm just really proud that I was able to bring it back, and oh, it's just so cute. I just love this begonia, it's so dainty. Our next plant is another begonia Milano Ballata, which I actually didn't realize has put out 2 new leaves. Both of this leaf right here and this leaf, which is kind of hiding. These are both brand new leaves on this plant, which is incredible. I got this plant over a year ago, probably around the same time I got that pink princess, and I'm really excited because it hasn't been growing, and I was like, what the heck, am I doing something wrong? Because it wasn't dying, but it also wasn't growing. Then I guess, I mean, I just checked just now, like, we got some new baby leaves. It looks so good. Oh. I'm so happy. Maybe at some point I will pot the other begonia Milano Ballata up with this one, but I'm not sure. I kind of like the idea of keeping things separate. The next begonia is kind of a fan favorite of every houseplant owner ever. This is my begonia Darth Vadariana, and she is truly a stunner. I actually realized she needs to be watered. Like, she's pretty dry, so that's why she's actually kind of tipping over like that. So that is why I originally decided to make this video, because I need to water this begonia and a couple others in here. I mean, she is just so gorgeous. The lining around the leaf is just the most beautiful gold. I cannot believe that this is a real plant, and I'm so glad that Botanicaz has helped make this plant accessible to other people. I believe that on their sale days you can get this begonia for $70 from their website, which is just truly incredible because just even a month ago, last year, this would be a $200 begonia. So this is a really amazing thing, and you can go check it out on botanicaz.com if you were interested in getting this one. The next plant in my terrarium is my Warocqueanum Dark Narrow Form. I actually, believe it or not, got this at the end of last year for a mere $40. It was a rehab. This leaf was completely yellow, and it's actually since gained back almost all of its green, which is something I am, nonetheless to say, very proud of. I just feel like this terrarium is like, hey, these are plants I'm proud of. But I mean, look at that. It's so beautiful. And then this is its new leaf. The last time I made one of these videos, it had actually just put out this new leaf, but now it's here and it's living its best life. It's a true dark form Queen Anthurium Warocqueanum, so I'm very pleased. I am anxiously awaiting to see when we might get another new leaf, because it has been about 5 months now. Fingers crossed, we're waiting because I really want to see more of it. I do keep it in this ceramic cup and it absolutely loves the moisture. And then the last plant that I keep in this terrarium is my begonia Jehoii. I actually just trimmed this one down about a month ago because it was getting so big, and now it is filled out again to the point where I cut it down, so I might give it another trim again in a month or 2. But I absolutely love this begonia. It's definitely one of my top favorite begonias. And I mean, I think it's easy to see why. It's so sparkly. I mean, even the back of the leaves, when you get up close, they just shimmer, and it's so incredible. So definitely this one and my begonia Milano Ballata and my Jalao. I mean, and my Chlorosticta. I mean, all of them really. But this one is definitely like probably my top 5 favorite begonias that I own. So yes, this is my terrarium, and I do have a couple more plants I want to show you before I end this video, which one of them is right here. I actually keep this one in a separate cloche because it's so large. This is Begonia Feryx. It is related to the Begonia Milano Ballata and the Begonia nahangensis, and it has just like the most incredible spikes on its leaves. It's just beautiful, and I got this in a trade with the same guy who traded me the green Chlorosticta. It's doing really well, and I've been keeping it in this cup for a couple months now, and it's doing really well in here. It's actually like really well rooted, so I think I'm just gonna let this plant be a Boise Juice Co. cup plant and just let it vibe. It gets really good humidity in here, but I also keep this on top of it to kind of keep it a little bit more humid, but then this little air hole on the top for your straw actually helps provide some airflow. So it sits like this on my shelf, just in the open air, and it actually does really, really well like this. So save your smoothie cups. I save all of my smoothie cups, and I have a lot of plants around my house just in these cups. Okay, so now I want to show you this. This is my old cloche that I had before I got this big one, because Anya sent me this. And in here I have a couple plants. In here I have a dubia, who is kind of vibing, kind of not, kind of fun, kind of fresh, kind of crusty. This is a dubia silverform. There are monstera dubia that are just like normal green, but this one is one of the silver boys. I like her. It's one of the only monstera I have. Probably the only species of monstera I have that's not deliciosa or borsigiana. Then I have another alocasia dragon scale. This one is preggers. You can kind of see down here. She's very pregnant. And this one also does not yet have the green or the red veins on it. But he's just one cute little guy. Are you kidding me? That's so adorable. And then also in here, I have 2 Begonia Cleopatra. This one just put out 3 new leaves. You can see the little babies right there. I got this from that one plant friend. She's got a really fun online plant shop where she sells. She's like a huge collector, so I 100% recommend checking her out. She actually has a couple really fun plants on her website right now. And I actually got 2 from her because she was selling these each for only $15. And I love this plant. I actually discovered Begonia Cleopatra because of Harley. I had never seen it before until I went to her house. And then it was just there. And then she got another one later because she loved it so much. And when I saw it, I just realized that I love it. Like, it's got these crazy sparkles on it. And the back of its leaves are just like so red. It's just really beautiful. And it speckles. And it's got this like almost like half opaque like finish to the top of it. It's nice. It's a begonia that I definitely really appreciate. So when I saw that like they were each only 15, I got 2. And how I keep this guy humid is I have a bed of perlite at the bottom and I fill it up with water about every month. And then up high, I actually have taped the top part shut up here with like plastic wrap and like just clear tape to keep any humidity from getting out. So nothing's getting out of here. This is originally, I got this from Fred Meyer for like $30 and it's supposed to be like lantern candle holder for outside, but I needed something really tall for my QTQNC, so this is what I got originally. You can get creative and create cloches out of anything. This actually lives right next to the terrarium. About right there. And I do have one more plant that kind of lives in a terrarium. This is my philodendron strawberry shake, and you can actually see the detail on the leaves really well when I use my light like this. The one in the back is going to be a little harder to see, but it's got very like yellow and green variegated leaves. It's in the middle of actually pushing out a brand new leaf, but you can actually see it kind of coming out right there. Wow, this camera is so good. You just see everything. Here she is. I don't think I've ever actually gotten to show you guys her up close. This was a gift that was sent to me by Anya from Botanicaz. Actually right now I'm going to open it up and let it breathe for a little bit, and then I'm going to seal it back up. I actually sealed it with washi tape, which is kind of funny. Here's our child. You can really see the other leaf really well right now. There we go. It's just such a beautiful one. She gave Harley one too when we left Botanicaz in Seattle, or in Tacoma. I mean, it's just really beautiful. It's probably, if not my favorite philodendron, so. And this moss is still pretty wet, so I don't think we need to add anything. We can check to see if it's rooting. Looks like it's definitely rooting, which is great news for us. Perfect. That way we'll be able to see this leaf when it's all closed up again. Look at her. Oh, she's so incredible. That is such a beautiful species. I love it. I am like, this plant and my Ilsamania and my QTQNC are probably the 3 plants that I'm like most happy to own. They, like, the fact that I own them makes me just so, it's just incredible. I feel so blessed. That really is amazing. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching this little terrarium video. Please make sure to hit like and subscribe, and I have YouTube memberships which you can check out. To become a member, we have an amazing Discord full of amazing people. There's always someone ready to talk to you about plants, so if you don't have plant friends, come be plant friends with us. It's a super fun time. And also I have merch which you can check out. I personally love it a lot. If you have bought my merch, please tag me on Instagram. I want to see it. I want to see people wearing my merch. I think it's fun, and only like 3 people have actually tagged me, but Teespring says I've had a lot of sales, so I'd love to see you wear my merch. But other than that, thank you so much for watching. Please make sure to, oh, I already said that. Oh, whatever. Like and subscribe if you haven't yet, and I'll see you guys in the next houseplant section. Also, leave me some video ideas down below, like things that you want to see that you don't see a lot of other houseplant YouTubers do. Because everyone keeps telling me, oh, do a propagation box, oh, do this, oh, do that, but like everyone does that. I want to do things that not everyone's doing. So let me know some video ideas you have that maybe you haven't seen people do that you want to see people do. All right, bye-bye.